my name's Nicole Wilburn if you're new here. I am a mother of a now 18-month-old son, and I am also pregnant currently with my second. I am 22 weeks pregnant with my second. And this video, I'm going to be talking about the rights you have as a National Guard member specifically. I don't know if this is all military, but I know for sure this is what we have, our rights in the National Guard for breastfeeding mothers, breastfeeding/nursing mothers. So I have made a video in the past talking about my pumping and how I was doing that at drill. And it ended up getting to the point where I was having so much trouble pumping when we would go in the field or just in general. I was pumping in a bathroom before. And I thought that was my only option. I thought that it was either pump in a bathroom or don't pump. And I had actually had several sergeants tell me that that was my only option, or I would go hours without pumping because I thought that I didn't have any choice. I didn't have anywhere to go. We would be doing something, and I thought that I had no other option. I ended up getting to a breaking point with my son. I breastfed him until he was 15 months old. But I ended up getting to a breaking point. So I looked up what the rules were for breastfeeding mothers in the Army National Guard. And I actually found out that in the Army National Guard, they are required to give you a specific place to go and pump every time you need to pump. It's dependent upon the mother. So for me, I was pumping every 3 hours. That was what I needed. But it's dependent upon you. Like if you need to pump every 2 hours, they're required to give you somewhere with running water access, and it cannot be a bathroom. So I had been pumping in a bathroom I think I finally said something when my son was 10 months old. So I'd been pumping from the time I went back from maternity leave until my son was 10 months old. Every time I would go to drill, I had pumped in a bathroom because I was never told anything otherwise. But looking into this, we were actually in the field when I found this out, and I had been going I would go 12 hours without pumping because they didn't have anywhere for me to pump. They said, well, we were in the field. Well, when I found that out, I tried to go up my chain of command. I started with my sergeants, and they just kind of blew me off. So I ended up going to our LT, and our LT looked into it and looked up the rules and regulations, and then went and talked to our first sergeant, who then talked to our commander, and the rest of that drill, they ended up letting me pump in the Expando van, which is like a big air-conditioned vehicle that has computers and stuff in it. I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but I ended up pumping in the Expando van for the remainder of the time that I was at that drill. And then when we got back from the field, I went and talked to the commander. The commander called me into her office, and I spoke with her, and they apologized to me, and they said, no, you are correct. You do have these rights, and I will find the exact rights and try to link them down below if I can. But there is specific rules where they have to give you a location, even in the field, to be able to pump and to be able to charge your pump. And they have to give you some sort of refrigeration if you don't have it to be able to store your milk. So I was dumping my milk when we were in the field because I didn't know I could, save my milk. I had nowhere to plug my fridge in when we were in the field that I normally would use. So the commander I was the first person that had ever come to her with this in our unit, and so that's the reason that none of them knew. So they were all very apologetic. But the commander ended up writing a counseling form, which if you are in the military, you know what those are. But she ended up writing a counseling form for me showing that these are my rights, and it's up to 12 months is how long you're allowed to do it. But my commander specifically, because of the fact that I went through that for so long, allowed me to go slightly past 12 months. But the rules state up to 12 months that you get these accommodations for breastfeeding, pumping. And so she wrote a counseling form for me stating what my rules were. I signed it. You know, I got so many apologies from the first sergeant and the commander, and they had spoke with several of my sergeants also and let them know. But it was good and bad. It was bad because I went so long without knowing my rights, and that's why I'm here to tell everyone that doesn't know their rights as a breastfeeding mother in the National Guard that this is your right, and don't let them tell you otherwise. Like, I will insert it, and you can bring that to them if they are giving you problems or trying to make you pump in a bathroom. I was embarrassed and afraid to at first go to them, but you don't have to be. It's very unsanitary to be pumping in a bathroom. And so if you can have an actual place to pump, that is what you need. So yeah, I'll insert that down below. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps someone. Bye!